Well, in the last couple of days, we have celebrated the life of some great saints and have sought their intercession. And today is no exception. Today we celebrate the feast of St. Lawrence. He lived in the 3rd century in Rome. Persecution was a daily routine for 3rd century Christians in Rome. The Emperor Valerian commenced another round of persecutions. So what he did is he issued an edict commanding that all bishops, priests, and deacons be killed, and he also gave the imperial treasury the power to confiscate all money and possessions from Christians. Considering this news, Pope Sixtus II gave the deacon, that is Lawrence, the power to manage the church's riches. On August 6th, the year 258, the Emperor Valerian actually caught the Pope, that was Sixtus II, while he was praying or celebrating the liturgy, and actually beheaded him. In the meantime, the Pope had summoned Lawrence to actually turn over all the riches to the emperor. So Lawrence said, okay, you got it. I am going to turn over all the riches to you. So what Lawrence did is he sold all the vessels, gave the money to widows and the sick. Then he distributed all the church property to the poor. In the meantime, the emperor summoned Lawrence to the palace so he could turn over all the riches to the emperor. With all the confidence in the world, Lawrence walked right through the palace with the poor, with the sick, with the suffering, with the blind and the crippled. And with boldness, Lawrence said, "Here are the treasures of the church. You can take the treasures of the church now." The Emperor Valerian was outraged by this act of defiance, and he sentenced Lawrence to death in the same way by grilling him on a rack. Everyone, we should not forget what St. Lawrence considered the riches of the church. A lot of people have criticized the church because they think it's too opulent and too rich. And yes, the church is rich. But the riches is not in its vessels, in its art, in its buildings. You know where the church's riches are? In the faithful like you. Because you have inherited a kingdom that far surpasses the glories of Rome. You are the treasures of the church.